TizzleTalkTV, come talk with me, man. Hey, say, ain't no day like another day. Come in, it's your boy, Tizzle. Talk to me. Hey, man, say, man, what a great day to be alive. What a great day to be in the number. One more time, man. Before we get into the podcast, man, I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, share my stuff, tap in on the notification bell so every time I drop, you'll get the drop, man. Do that. But look, man, today, I'm honored, man, to be sitting here with Super Bowl winner. You know, a legend from the Ville, from Waco, man. We got Josh Gordy with us today, man. How you doing, bro?
What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man?
Doing good, man.
Good to have you on here, man. I'm honored. I'm happy.
Yes, sir. Proud of you, man. I've been catching all the episodes, bro. Hey, staying consistent.
For sure.
Talk about it.
Hey, we talked about it, man. Some of that stuff.
Yep.
Keeping me going, man. Just in the. I ain't gonna shout too much yet. We'll get there, but man, how your day been going today, man? What the day consisted of, man?
Lovely, man. Wednesday, man. I come down, man, and grass started growing back, man. I had cut a little grass this morning. So man, this is my way to decompress, man.
Yeah.
Come out here. I think everybody need some type of way in their life, man, where they can get away from all the noise. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just reconnect with yourself. A lot of times we don't have the opportunity or be intentional enough to sit with ourselves for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get into that mode. You know what I mean? You get to really be with your own thoughts. It's a different feeling, man. And plus, my neighbors, they came down and joined me today.
Hey, yo, man, I see the guy, man.
First
time having a little live audience out there.
We was out back on the gun range earlier. You know, shooting all the toys and stuff. So been a good day, man.
I can tell him where we at, man.
Go ahead, man.
I'm at my man got me at his spot, man. You know, I want to be out, you know, fishing out here, but you know we chatting right now. But I'm gonna get to it.
Hey, man,
sure.
True fishermen supposed to keep the pole with them, man. That's what I heard.
Hey, see, I'm a businessman right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You feel me?
Well, anytime, man.
Yeah.
You down here, man, make sure you got your pole.
You done already told me that, so yeah. Man. So you in a good mental space, man. You know today, man.
Oh yeah. Like I said, man, it's like my checkup for myself, man. People got different stuff, you know, maybe video game, maybe whatever. But for me, man, it's getting outside, man, being quiet for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, regathering your thoughts, man. You be so busy a lot of time, man. You gotta find time to slow down. You know, I was telling my neighbors, man, I say, hey, a lot of time I come out here, man, just get on the tractor, man. 6-7 miles, just ride, music in. You know what I mean? That's some of the best form of relaxation, man.
Oh, yeah. How would we be around for a minute, you know?
Yeah.
We'll be out here on the tractor. I'm on the zero turners. Hey, man. So, man, how was it for you, man? I like to ask everybody, man. How was it for you, man, coming up in Waco? You came up in Waco, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Now, for everybody from Waco, I grew up in Worthing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I just be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know, outside, I tell people Washington County. You know, but, yeah, man, I grew up in the country, other country.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, growing up, basically, it was me and one other guy, man. We grew up together, like around the same age.
Mm-hmm.
So when nobody around, you know, I mean, that's why I like being outside. I grew up outdoors, you know. But yeah, and it was where I grew up. A lot of family right there too. Mm-hmm. So I grew up very, I like to call it communally. You know, you got your granddad right there, your aunt.
Yeah.
You know, another aunt, uncle right there. So we all grew up right there together, man. And you know, it was great going that way. Just having everybody right there, I would say.
Yeah. I love the country, man. That you done been to the cities and stuff. That been real different.
You know what, man? I kind of sideswiped it a lot going through my journey. Mount Pleasant, Michigan, it wasn't a big town.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Millersville, honestly. I mean, from there, I played in Green Bay. That ain't a big city. You know, but then been to Indy, that was a bigger city, and I was, of course, living in Atlanta. But man, I don't know. I choose the country every day, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
man. So we gonna get to the NFL stuff. We gonna walk up there. So like, man, when you was younger, man, did you have did you have those dreams to be in the NFL, or it was something that wasn't really on your mind?
I think every kid had something, had that dream in them. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And that's what starting out rec league, man. I was, that was time. I was really playing, a lot of ball, on the opposite side. So, doing my thing. But yeah, man. As you stayed in it more and more, you learn more and more about it. And, especially I can remember watching Robert on TV. Then my brother, man, my brother, top number 2 linebacker in the nation. So I had it right there in the house too. Seeing that process, him going through college ball, and hey, if it was for me, it was gonna be for me. Of course, we'll get into the story, but all stars aligned, and we got to where we were getting.
So you start, little. Then high school, you were one of the big name. How you feel? How was high school?
Yeah, man.
When it comes to the sport part.
Yeah. And track was my first love, man.
Okay.
That's I always been a sprinter, a runner. I always read the race, whoever. But now, man, on the field, ain't no secret. A lot of people know, man. I wasn't the top guy on the team.
You wasn't?
Wasn't.
Okay.
Wasn't at all. I don't know if you know the story. But midway my senior year, man, I was barely playing. I was just on special team. But just that one moment, man, we had an injury on the team and they had to throw somebody in there. Mm-hmm. And that somebody was me with a little speed. And, the last 8 games of my senior year, so, something just clicked. Ended up, I think 6 picks, couple back for touchdown, 80-something tackles. It was definitely God, God sent with that, the way it worked out. And from there, man, I got a scholarship to Central Michigan.
Hey, y'all won that year on the pit seat?
Won what, championship?
In the dome.
Now, that game we did.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Then we went to championship, man, lost to LaGrange.
I remember.
Great program.
I remember
man.
those days. I was young. I was young, but I remember those days.
So it would have been what, 2004, 2005, 2004. But I ran up against LaGrange, man. They always a tough team. So they knocked us out both years actually, my junior and senior year.
You think that pick, man? You said, well, you probably did some stuff between those, those last 7-8 games or whatever. But you think that pick in the dome like solidified?
It did. It did for a fact. Because I actually got to recruit me, Joe Danner. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he's still coaching the league now, but he called me after that and he officially offered to me. And part and due to 2 guys went that year before me, Antron Archer and Chris Ball. So
okay,
they went up there and made a good name for themselves. And they said, hey, see if we can get some more talent from down there. And I just happened to strike at the right time, man. So, it was between Central Michigan and Wofford, So I went to visit Wofford, and it's just something about it, man. If you at a school and they tell you, man, you need to take the other scholarship, I took Central. It was a bigger school, too, so I wanted to make the most of the opportunity.
What that experience was like for you, man? Central Michigan?
Michigan was Michigan, man. It was cold.
Yeah.
Man, but again, I had the mindset going in, it's a 5-year business trip, going to get this degree. And that's another thing. I picked one of the top degrees at the school. I said, first I didn't think I was going to, college on a free ride. I was either going to the Air Force or going out to Savannah State where my homeboy went. So I said, man, I got this opportunity, man. I'm gonna make the best of it, get the most out of it. So I got a health fitness degree while I was up there too. But yeah, man, when traded for the world, cause it does something to you too when you got to move away from home. Mm-hmm. You can't just drive 14 hours home every time. You there. You know what I mean? So took my clippers with me. I grew up cutting hair in the barbershop, so I had that way to make money while I was up there. Stuff like got to get it in.
Yeah.
But now, man, great experience. But we had a great team. We won three of the conference championships out of the 4 years we was up there. Quarterback was amazing, Dan LaFever, and everybody on the team, always got all conference accolades every year. And, of course, probably the most famous one, Antonio Brown. Everybody know him. But
you played with him?
Yeah.
Man, I ain't even know that.
Yeah.
I ain't know you played with Antonio Brown.
Yep. Practice together every day, man.
That what's up.
I tell you something about him, man. You know, everybody, you know, you got whatever going on now, but yeah, as far as hard worker, man, you ain't gonna find nobody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we dogged it out all the time, especially like in the summer around drills, just doing, you know, workout drills and everything. He top notch. Come to work at.
You the truth.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he was nice, man. Hey, can't lie.
That what's up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember doing days a little bit. Like I said, I was growing up, but I was following for sure that peak.
Oh yeah,
I was up. You had me up for sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That seemed like a whole nother lifetime ago.
Man, for a young guy that's maybe on the verge of being a star, man.
Mm-hmm.
How important is like the work part of school? Cause you know, you say you got your degree and everything. You know, people sometimes just got the sport part on their mind, man. How important is it to focus on the schoolwork the same as it is?
Yeah, shoot, it's imperative, man. 'Cause I mean, even that's just teaching you skills, man. How to take information, process it, and use it. Mm-hmm. You know, what I mean, even you got to do that in sports if you're gonna move up the levels. Like it ain't no dumb people in there. You can't make it that far being, you know, just straight illiterate. But no, man, academics gotta come first. That's the foundation. You know, sports is just something you get a chance to do. You're blessed to do. You know, but academics you can fall back on it at any time. So, so yeah, man, you gotta. Number one thing, man, you gotta get it done, and especially nowadays, man. That plays a big part.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta think about it. Right? So many kids, millions of kids in high school want to get a college scholarship, but it's only so many. You know, and as levels go up, your competitor, the skills you got, is somebody else with the same skills. Yeah. You know, if not better. If I got to pick which guy to take, it's a business at the end of the day. You know, they investing in you.
True.
You know, so am I gonna get a guy that's gonna give me a lot of problems, or somebody who ain't, you know, good at getting the books, stuff like that? That's a no-brainer. You know, like I said, it's a business, especially all this NIL stuff coming about. Yeah. You know, making it even more of a business. So, yeah.
How many years you did though?
At Central?
Yeah.
5. Yep.
Okay.
5. Red shirt of my first year.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and then, you know, 4-year starter, man. It's another thing I like to tell young guys. You know, they always think it's a bad thing to get up in a red shirt, but it was beneficial, man, because you get you a chance to learn the flow of school. You know, you're on your own, so getting that accountability about yourself. Then learn the speed of the game. You know, it's different speed. You got some guys who just, you know, dogs like that, so they can go in day one and play. You know, but a lot of times it ain't no shame having to, you know, get up with the speed and the speed of the game and stuff.
That was a big adjustment for you.
It was different. Definitely was. You're gonna see it at every level. You're like, okay, you know, now you practicing with guys. I mean, some guys in college got kids. Yeah. You know, you go from high school, y'all just worry about some little silly stuff. Now you competing against a guy that got to feed a kid, and
he working hard.
You know what I mean? And people don't realize college scholarships are 1-year basis. It ain't like you just get a 4-year off the rip.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they renew you. You got to renew every year. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you got some people with different motivations, man. So that definitely sticks out.
So from Central, where we headed from Central for the people that don't know?
Yeah, man. Yep. So from Central, went to Jacksonville. You know what? And just to back up, you know that the way I got a chance to get on the playing field. Again, we talk about favor, right? Had a lot of DBs. I was playing safety at the time. A lot of DBs, a lot of them from down south. They had been on there 1 year, couldn't take the cold. You know, they all just bounced. So pretty much depleted the whole secondary. You know, but it just naturally, I kind of just fell into that position. They moved from safety to corner. You know, so I had to learn a whole new position. But, yeah, man, got in there and did what I had to do. Became a 4-year starter. But, like I said, won 3 conference championships. And talking about the next level, I can't talk about that without mentioning, again, our quarterback, Antonio. They brought a lot of scouts to our pro day. You know, brought I think 22 teams out of 32. So that was a big opportunity for everybody. Then dropping the 4.38 don't hurt. You know, so if anybody want to line it up, we can.
You keep on talking about running now. Next time I come out here and bring my shoes.
Oh, come on, man.
Who?
Come on.
Hey, I had a good number too now.
What you got?
Huh? What's your
You ran track?
Man, I did. I did.
Man.
I did, but I ain't really like it though. I was like the foot, you know, the track in the field a little.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't worried about all that, Josh. I'm gonna bring my shoes. And you done said it about 2 times, man. We just gonna see. We ain't gonna put that on camera though.
Yo, put it on camera.
Nah, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Hey, yo, so man, let me ask you. So, like, was you one of the guys that like get the calls, like you sitting at home with the fan type? How that went going to the NFL?
Yeah, no, that's most for. Well, you know, you will get a call, but not really. Like the draft picks do. The draft pick they televise it. Man, funny story about that too, man. I had a teammate, Brian Anderson. I had messed with him like a couple weeks before. Called him, hey man, I'm from such and such team. Hey, we want to bring you an interview. I'm messing with him, right? I had forgot all about it. So draft day, he called me and did the same thing. Yeah, it crushed my heart, man. I'm thinking about to get drafted, man. He made me feel so bad, but that's all love. But no, like, so when you go free agent after all the rounds done, then you get calls from teams. And really, man, it's sometimes better to go free agent than it is to go late rounds. Late rounds, you ain't got no choice. Free agent, you get a couple teams that to choose from, see how the roster looking, see where you might got your best, opportunity. So, going to Jacksonville, and then got Jacksonville, went there for camp, 3rd preseason game, they do the big cuts. That's when I got released. So, it got released, man. I was actually back home for 3 weeks. Getting ready to do my internship over in Augusta. And, got a call from Green Bay, man. And they said, hey, we can use them out on the practice squad. How quick can you be to the airport? Of course, they be there whenever you need them to. You know what I mean? But, so that's how I ended up in Green Bay, man. Stayed for the year. Win a Super Bowl, first year.
I know it, man.
Yep.
I ain't never seen that ring. I don't.
Oh man, I should have brought it.
Yeah, I want to see that, man.
Yeah, I bring it to the youth when the youth group meet. Maybe for the weekend.
Yeah, man. And I was going, man. That's like for you to go through high school. Not really one of the top stars. You would say that. I ain't trying to discredit you.
Oh, no.
Not being a big name, bro.
Really...
And then going to Central Michigan and doing your thing to get to where you were the first year. Playing a Super Bowl, man.
Yeah. So
much favor, like God, man. Like
ain't nothing else, man. That's what it is, man. And that's why too, man. I've always had in the back of my mind, like I'm make the best of it, man. Because that's all my wildest dreams. Didn't think I'd be there. You wanted to be there, but kind of the reality hits you sometimes. But making it there, it's like okay, I got it now. That I'm gonna make sure I do the right thing with it, especially with the platform you got. You can make a difference easily. So,
yeah, man, I'm glad for that, man. For you to just and to know the favor. Some people have favor on their life, but they'll just they like crash out. Really, like try to like I got this favor right here, but I ain't on that. I want to go a different route. But you just you kept your head down and stayed focused, man. And, yeah.
And I think that route, even going that route too, man, that's what helps you, stay humble and focused, man. Because, a lot of times people have problems dealing with failures, but also just as hard, some people have, dealing with success. If you've always been put on a pedestal, when it's time to compete, or time to really face adversity, then how you gonna respond? You ain't never faced that before, But when you've been, just grinding from the bottom, you're used to it. So you know how to get through it.
It was hard to adjust from like being Josh Gordy to Josh Gordy in the NFL.
Man, you know what, man? I learned kind of early on, man. Just try to be yourself, man. You go trying to be somebody different, man. It can be exhausting, and you see it all the time. People just you know, you can tell it ain't them.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. But, you know, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Of course, you know, you get everybody want to ask you about football all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I say all the time, man, I wasn't a football player. I just happened to, I knew how to do it good enough to get there, you know, and just made the best of it, bro.
It was, man, look, man, you play Madden? You don't really play the games and nothing?
Yeah, everybody say I got an old soul, man. I don't play too many video games.
I'm trying to think what I could be the NFL playing beside running. You know what I'm saying? I know running. I was just trying to think. You be fishing too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Most of
we'll have a little fishing competition.
Nah, I ain't even gonna say a better fisherman. You know, you talk about it too much.
Hey, yeah. Hey.
But nah, yeah, I bring my son down, man. He love to be out here. Let him throw it in there, man. And he waiting on you, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm coming. Hey, so man, like what a retired guy, man, doing. I'm a little noser, but you know, tell me what you want. What a retired NFL guy doing these days, man?
Man, you technically retired, but you still gotta find something to do.
For sure.
You know, because a lot of the retirement benefits we get, you know, still not able to access them until you get older. You know, but you still gotta fill in them 30 years or whatever. But I got into real estate. That was my main thing. And I mean, it's part of it. So, you know, coming out of the league, you got some, you know, some capital stashed away. You try to find out, you know, what can I do with it to make it last. Mm-hmm. And that's where real estate came in for me. Bought a few rental properties, man. Wasn't scared to get my hands dirty. You know, so about 3 years, man, I wish I was on my YouTube game back then. I should have been recording.
Yeah.
But, man, about 3 years, man, I was, you know, purchasing, you know, houses at discounts. They need a lot of work done to them. But, man, I had my uncle, my brother-in-law with me. You know, swinging hammers, hanging sheetrock, painting, putting flooring down. You know, that was definitely a good learning experience. Mm-hmm. You know, but keep you busy, man. And then at the end of the day, it's rewarding to see it. You know, see somebody be able to, you know, enjoy what you done pretty much built. You know, and be able to provide housing for people. So that was kind of that was the drive for me for the real estate side. And yeah, man, that's the main thing. And also got my RV park out in Worthing, which we are always improving and out there. So another good venture we talk about. But yeah, man, a couple different things.
That what's up, man. I know you got want to speak on the mentor thing going on.
Oh yeah, man. It's Chad. You know, he was on last week. But Chad, man, he's always talked about wanting to do something with the young men, you know, around Sandersville. He sees so much of himself in them, and he can relate to them too. You know, but a lot of times we all have different ideas, dreams. Just need somebody to nudge, you know, nudge to get you on going. And I'm like, man, you know what? I'm coming down on Wednesdays anyway. Either coming out here or going to the park, you know, checking on stuff. But I'm like, man, when I'm down, man, we can just, you know, start meeting with the guys, you know, late in the evening, you know, just talk life skills with them. You know, different topics, but you know, you've been in, and man, it's been nothing short of amazing, man. Just it's important, man, when people got something to share, especially with the younger generation. You know, just share it. And I think a lot of times people get hung up because, like, you know, I don't have it all together myself. How I'm
Yeah.
But we gotta kind of drop that mindset. Nobody gonna be perfect. You know, it's something you can share with the younger generation. Hey, we've been learning stuff from them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just about planting seeds. You know, nothing more rewarding than, you know, planting your seeds in young people. It might not happen next month, might not happen next year. You know, but as long as you got it in there, and the opportunity come, you know, that it'll blossom. You know, two of the most rewarding conversations I had over the last few months, now 3 actually, came from, you know, just planting seeds with people. First one was Terrence Hall, got Hosanna Transportation in Sandersville. I ever got I did it, but I had mentioned to him about a book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, you know, which is one of my books that changed my life, really. Kind of got me into the real estate, just that side of thinking. I had mentioned it to him. He said he read it, man, changed his life, and that's sort of what led him to, go the entrepreneur route with the transportation company. That was one. Second was actually a couple days after I ran into Teddy. I was on the belt line with my bike group, my cycling group, and we just stopped for a break. Ran into another guy that actually played in the league too, played for Baltimore. It was kind of random, so we hollering at each other, whatever. Like, man, I was just telling somebody about you the other day, man. How you got me started in real estate. I have a guy that sat down with him before, just gave him the game, what I was doing after I got done playing. And he pretty much kind of followed the same, recipe. So now he up to 12 houses, 12 rental properties. So I was glad to see that, man.
I probably need to talk with you.
Yeah, man, it's out there. Different ways to get in real estate, a lot of different avenues you can go. But I was more on the investing side. And your third example, man, when I got done playing, I had a passion for financial coaching, like personal finance. So I was actually coaching people one-on-one in personal finance.
Like how to save your money or just maintain it?
Yeah, saving, budgeting. Yeah, let's get into that too for a little bit. But, I had met with this couple, man, when I was doing that. Again, forgot about them. But you got a text out of nowhere one day, and they was talking about how they had paid off the student loan. No, part of the student loan got forgiven. Paid off like a lot of their consumer debt. And they had actually paid off their house. And now they was working on paying off a second property they had, like a vacation home or something. So, and just hearing that was refreshing too, And to a lot of people that might not mean nothing as far as paying off this and paying all that, but because we haven't had that example a lot. But just imagine, like being able to live life without the stress of debt on your back. A lot of people don't think about how that really feel. You get to, like I said earlier, you get to be at peace. You get to sit with yourself. But when you're not at peace, you constantly thinking about what I gotta do to make this close it, make this end meet. And what I noticed, man, really, everybody ain't in the same position. I know that, but at the end of the day, a lot of people got so much stress on them because they don't have a plan. That's what it boiled down to. They go into a destination without the GPS, and without that one thing pulling you in the right direction, without that next financial goal or whatever, and you don't have it planned out, you're gonna just wonder. You're just gonna float through like, I can't get it together. But if you just write it down, a lot of times that's what it takes. Yeah. We talked about it, writing it down.
Yeah, I done started doing
seeing
that.
Seeing stuff in front of you. So, that was a big passion of mine. I got done. Yeah, man, just planting them seeds.
What about was that something that hard for you? How old you were when you went in the league?
22, 23. Yeah, 22, 23.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my rookie year.
Saving money was kind of hard.
Man, you know what? That'll actually. I'm glad you asked that, man. That kind of take my story back when I was 8. And I grew up working with my granddad, baling pine straw.
Okay.
Yeah. I told you about I was outside all the time.
I done did the same thing, man.
Yeah, so man. You know about it. But what that taught me, man, taught you to teach the value of $1.
For sure.
Cause this ain't just like going to work at a grocery store where as long as you work this hour, you're gonna get paid that money. You better find so you get paid by how much you do.
Yeah.
And so when you get that money, knowing what you had to do for that money, it was tough to let it go. And that's where it started for me. You learn to set stuff aside and have the money that you want to spend on certain stuff. And really what I was doing, what I didn't know, but it was just putting together a plan. Wasn't writing it down, but I had it mapped out. And if I can leave everybody with one nugget, man, get comfortable with setting a budget for yourself. Some people don't like that word. We can say spending plan.
Yeah, I be on the budget side.
You know what I mean? You got to. A lot of people that hear that word, they think, oh, it's so restrictive. But we got to change our mindset around that.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a lot. It can be liberating. So imagine you got everything planned out. You got all utilities that you planned out. You know how much you're gonna do that. Well, now first, let's say you don't have one.
Mm-hmm.
You just got money in your pocket. You're in the store, you see something you want, and you're like, man, should I be buying it? When I know I need to pay some other stuff, should I be, So you playing that mental gymnastics in your head. But if you got a plan, lights took care of, water taken care of, this taken care of. I know I got this set aside for my fun money. You know what I mean?
So a little bit to play with,
and you're gonna spend it without feeling guilty. And that's where it started, man. That's like the foundational. I like to teach on that foundational level because I don't care. Everybody, apply for this business credit, get these loans. Mm-hmm. Okay, you get the money, but if you don't know how to handle it, what good they gonna do you?
True.
So I like to teach from the foundational part of finances. Learn how to budget your money. Make sure you got stuff set aside for most people call a rainy day emergency fund. And just trying to eliminate as much consumer debt as possible. That's where your foundation started at.
I feel like, man, we got to be more on the younger ones when it comes to just entrepreneurship, like you said, like budgeting and stuff. We got to be instilled that a little bit more. Like you said, you came up with your granddaddy baling straw and stuff, you kind of, but today's time, it ain't too many doing that stuff like that. Like time and change, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I think that's something, man. We got to do as parents, as the generation, whatever. Like, man, really instill this stuff into the kids.
Yeah, and we got most adults got to learn it too.
You right.
You can't. I can't fill your cup if my cup ain't running over.
Right.
That's all it is with the youth group. Everybody been working on themselves. On the self-development side, so we just pour into the young guy. But, if the adults don't take the time to learn, they going to teach, but yeah, that's a good point, man. And something you can do with young kids, do with my kids, set them up 3 envelopes. Giving envelope, saving envelope, and spending, They get paid from the chores, they split it up in between the envelopes, so they already know where it's going. Just teaching them early. We know that's something we need to learn, but people still don't take the chance, time to sit down and learn themselves so they can be able to teach others.
Man, anything you want to do, like, far as, you got the couple, like, RV mentor thing. Anything else you want to do, like, or you see yourself doing when it comes to, like, just the community center, Waco, whatever?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think naturally, since I'm in the real estate field, I know firsthand how short of a shortage of housing it is down there.
One of those.
Eventually, build like a multi-family down there somewhere with a lot of units, bring a lot of units to the county.
Like a kind of like apartment type.
Yeah, small complex.
But that's some junk. I be I be talking to myself.
Yeah.
About stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, God put you in places for a reason.
Right time, right? It's man. A lot of times it seems so undoable, man, but it ain't that hard. I say that, but as long as you're willing to ask for help too, because you're gonna need people that already done it. You're just putting the pieces together at that point.
Man, what you say to, like, when people be like, they'll look at somebody like you and like, man, he ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you feel me? What?
Yeah, man. You gonna get it. You gonna get it. And two, man, I tell my wife all the time, man, I ain't passing out no turkeys. I tell you that right now, cause it ain't doing nothing for us.
True.
It's a good look. What they gonna do?
Right, you right too.
I would rather, again, do the stuff we doing. I would rather instill some knowledge in somebody. Teach. I would rather teach. Teach personal finance. That's gonna help you years down the road. Yep. That turkey gonna feed you for a weekend.
And then I feel like, man, I asked you that because people say that, but people don't know what you really doing behind the scenes at the same time too. Yeah. And people don't really really value stuff like the knowledge, like they don't value knowledge over the monetary thing.
Yeah.
You feel me? So if you ain't doing that monetary, they can see him. You know, but man, hey, just seeing right here be, you know, something be with me. I charity. He ain't never got to give me nothing, man. I like to be around people I can get game from. You know what I'm saying?
That's the only way, man. If the day you start learning, the day you start dying, man. You got to be willing to learn from folks, man. Nobody know it all. You know, so I try to learn something every day. You know, one of the questions at dinner time with the kid. What'd you learn today? You know, we got to learn something. So you gotta be willing to, gotta become obsessed with becoming a better version of yourself, man.
That right there, man. You say dinner time with the kid, man. You sit down, you the type of guy sitting down at the round table, like, you know, with the kids, or, you know, a lot of us now, we go get your iPad, go ooh, like.
Oh man, you just said a cuss word in my house. No, man, yeah. I mean, you gotta look up, man. It ain't gonna be good. Yeah, I know it's easy for people to just put it there. We battle with it all the time, but if you ain't intentional, man, before you know it, that's all they're gonna be doing.
True.
You know, so yeah, I make it a point, man. We gotta do something every day. You know, then we sit down at home. We eating together, talking together. That make a big difference. Again, that's just learning as you go.
Yeah, I don't think people really truly understand, like, for like the younger kid, like they go through the same much stuff as the adults go through. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a 6 and a 4-year-old, man. I try to I do now. I'm guilty. I ain't gonna lie in the camera. Like, you know, Sundays it do. You can get your iPad with but I do try to sit down and like, how y'all day been? Mm-hmm. You know, little talk. You know what I'm saying? I think that big, man. That's something too. I think, you know, just as families, we've got away from it back then. But you got to go to the table, go wash your hands, go to the table. You might got to set the table, do this and that. Like, it's none of that going on too no more, man.
You got to become intentional about it, man. And what it's gonna do too is gonna make you grow along the way too. If you want them to, you know, do a certain thing, then you got to do it too. Like, True. Screen time. A few weeks ago, I put my screen time like an hour a day, hour and a half a day. You know what I'm saying? Well, if I'm acquiring it from them, you know, I got to be doing what I'm preaching. You know, but it's all just gonna make it better in the end. You know, we all growing together. Yeah, so
really, you talking discipline right now.
Discipline. Yeah, we talk about that in the group, right?
Yeah.
That's big. That's one of them foundational principles. If you ain't disciplined, if you ain't disciplined with a small thing, you ain't gonna be disciplined with your diet. You ain't gonna be disciplined with your money. You ain't gonna be disciplined in your marriage. It all play together. You know how I teach them? It's like a small muscle. Mm-hmm. You know, work on your discipline now while you're young. You building that muscle up. Now you know how to delay gratification. You know how to do what you say you're gonna do when you say you're gonna do it. Mm-hmm. You know, and when you do that too, man, that helps your self-confidence. When you can say, okay, every day at 3 o'clock or whatever, I'm gonna get out and go run or whatever it can be. You know, and just by doing that, now that raises your self-confidence in yourself. You know, now you can pass that along to somebody else. You know, just to give an example. When I kind of first started really working on that discipline intentionally, I would carry around floss picks with me. Mm-hmm. You know, and so every time I ate, I made myself floss my teeth. You know, but just building habits, just building that habit over time, and discipline to do it, and staying consistent. Yeah, that's another word we talk about it a lot. I think, as long as guys, female too, learn at a young age. As you get older, it's not a foreign concept. You know, you can stay disciplined, consistent at what you're doing.
It get harder when you get older.
Yeah, it's hard because now you got more stuff pulling at you, this, that. Mm-hmm. You can keep yourself organized, man. A lot better.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I said make it a lot better. That's it.
Man, if you can give us 3 words, man, that'll just keep us going in life, what would your 3 words be?
Dang. You should ask me before I answer that question.
I mean, you can say I already know 2 of them maybe because we didn't talk about it. Yeah.
Consistent discipline and self accountability. That's another big one.
Yeah.
You know, being accountable for your actions. You know you did it. Like, just own up to it and move on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that is 3 big ones. And I say those because I kind of been on those heavy lately. You know, talking about those, but yeah.
Yeah, you said something. I forgot what you said earlier. I'm sorry, but
No.
I know, and I got this platform to just really show people like, man, be yourself.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it. It's so much easier.
It'll take you a long way too, man.
So much easier.
I ain't have to, man. Just meeting you, bro. You know, I ain't have to try to come in on no nothing. No, hey, I mean, man. He gonna like me. He ain't.
Oh,
you know
man,
what I'm saying?
man.
But you know, just being yourself, man, get you open some doors for it, man. People don't understand like
Every time.
trying to hold up a persona or something, man. That
It's tiring too, man.
yes, yeah.
Because especially when you trying to be like, you know, if it's something you don't do. Like for me, I ain't big into fashion. You know, people probably know that. You know, it's either these type of clothes or I mean, you know, some workout gear or something like that. But for me to try to go put on that kind of persona, I gotta get dressed like that every day, man. Heck no. I won't be able to get nothing else done. I'll be thinking about that all day.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I mentioned that to you, man. I think, and that's just what I've kind of observed, man. Like people that be themselves on these kind of platforms, that's what's getting the most traction. Like people want to see the authentic person. So,
and that's what I'm doing, man. That you know, I started off on Facebook as doing like some motivational stuff, like. I might have a little word, you know. I got a little word in me too, so so people thought I was just trying to, you know, push like church. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't really what I was going for. I just have a relationship with God, like be yourself, but man, you know, have a relationship with God. Don't stray too far away. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
You'll make it a long way in life.
Every time.
Man, so you got any other stuff that besides like what you plan on doing in the future, like apartments or the little complex or anything else?
You know what, man? At the RV park, actually getting close to this too in talks, man. Actually going to section off a part of it to make a tiny home community.
Okay.
And again, that's coming from a place of, again, just want to see people be the best versions of themselves. You know, a lot of people outside the center may not know, but like a lot of cities, man, it's getting kind of too expensive to live a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I had a vision, you know, and people starting to go this route, moving into tiny homes. You downsizing a lot, you getting rid of a lot of stuff. People don't realize how much having so much stuff around you put so much stress on you. So that'd be one of the first things. You downsizing, moving to something that small. The cost of living go way down drastically.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people work from home, and this community is already built like these. You know, I'm just kind of following the same blueprint, but I want to take mine a step further. Like I said, the holistic approach. But so now we're talking. You know, you're starting to build probably some real wealth for yourself. All the money ain't going out the door to, you know, living.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I envision them all just eating better, clean eating. That's something that I'm big on. Being in community, you know, being here in the country, we kind of take it for granted that you got a lot of family around.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can go right over here to my aunt. I can go right over here to my. But you get people up in them cities, man. They ain't got nobody around. Nobody. They ain't meet people. They just sit in their house all, you know, stuff like that all day. But being in community, you know, it's been scientifically proven. You know, people in community live longer. If anybody get a chance, man, go look up the Blue Zone studies.
Blue Zone?
Blue Zones.
That's a book or something?
They got a documentary on Netflix.
Okay.
YouTube.
Blue Zone.
The Blue Zones. But it's 5 different regions around the world where it's the greatest concentration of centenarians, people that live over 100. And they went in and studied these people. You know, but a lot of common themes coming up. The way they ate, community, being in community, waking up with a purpose every day, you know, something to do, and they moving, you know. Them kind of like the basic. It might be another one, but those like the basic core ones. I mean, you saw people 100 years old on horses out there herding cattle like it ain't nothing. But yeah, I see us trying to make our own version of that. You know, getting people out of that stress, man. It weighs on you. It really affects your physical more than you think. When your body under stress, you release a lot of cortisol. Leads to blood pressure problems, different stuff like that.
Man, that crazy because I done talk, like I said, I had these conversations, man, and some visions and stuff. Like I done said the same thing. Like I wanna produce a tiny home like for the community, bro. I think about my family first, though. You know what I'm saying? Like if I could, get something like this here and bring the fam, put them back there somewhere.
I guess.
Y'all, but man, I really I think big like that. Yeah. Though. I feel like, man, you got to think big because, man, you never know what God got for you. What He'll plan in you. So I think big like that, man. So man, we got some of the same idea, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, come on board, man. We use somebody. Man, I do want to touch on, man. I kind of skimmed over it, man, but like clean eating. That's another journey I've been on, and been a game changer. People don't realize that what we put in our mouth a lot of time, it's affecting us more than we think. In our community, man, high blood pressure running in our family, cholesterol running out. We say that all the time, right? A lot of times that stuff it's just what you eat. I mean to ask my mom, could I share this? But, she's been on blood pressure meds for as long as I've been alive, as long as I knew, But just as of the other week, numbers are down in like normal range. But it's because of what she's been eating. Eating cleaner. And the way to put it the simplest, man, when you look at your plate, like, did God put it on earth for us the way it look on your plate? He put it. He gave us all the answers, but we got a fried diet and lay it to the side.
You better say it. Hey, but I just had my Thanksgiving plate in my head. But boy.
We got a boil. We got a boil of collard green down, put neck bones in it. And I ain't gonna say I'm 100%. When the old time of year, I'm gonna have my one plate. But before I did that, I had my juice before, and I'm gonna have my juice out there, some smooth and stuff like that. But it's very hard to explain, how you feel once you have detoxed your body off of that type of food, sugar, and processed food for a while. You think clear. You think a whole lot clear, for one. Your skin get better. The whites in your eyes get brighter, And for me, being like, I run a lot, cycle a lot. That was probably the first thing I noticed. Like, I usually run 3.5. That's a good push. Shoot, I can ramp it on up to 5. Didn't even faze me, type thing. So, getting that gut cleaned out, starting your gut. Everybody got like 10 pounds of waste in the gut.
Yeah, I got a fruit. Right here, man.
But it's just all people know. They don't, you don't think no different if you don't do your research. Do your research, man. And at least try it. That's all I tell people. I said, if I can just get you to experience the feeling, I ain't got to do nothing else.
How long you got to go to feel that? Gonna be honest, we were talking.
Did we talk about it?
You were talking.
We did talk
after,
about it. Yeah.
After the mentor thing, we were talking.
You're right.
And you got me on it now. I ain't gonna lie. I've been trying to hold myself accountable. I'm working in progress.
It's tough, man. 3 to 5 days. I say probably 5 days. Raw fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds.
I did it, but I had a star cramp by 3 o'clock this morning, but
I mean, that's sugar.
Yeah. I've been, man.
We all addicted to sugar. It's tough.
I'm gonna tell you though, man. It's every time I eat something now though, I be thinking about what we talking.
Yeah,
about,
it gonna be in your head.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, but as long as you stay consistent at least trying it, after a while, it's gonna be like a train getting moved.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're gonna learn to start making more recipes that fit the lifestyle, and before you know it, man, you'll be doing it more often. You know, just building that habit.
Yeah. I have been drinking more water though, like water.
Yeah,
I've been juicing my fruit and stuff. So
okay.
I've been doing that for a whole week. Like I had made me like some. They call it like it was like cabbage, kale.
Yeah, like green juice.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I've been eating it though. I cooked it like I was eating it. But yeah,
you know how it start, man. Just start small. You know, a lot of times people try to change their whole life up when they going, and that's how you mess up. Just start simple. Okay, I'm gonna start drinking more water today. Do that for a couple of weeks. Get that in your head. Okay, I'm gonna start walking 5 minutes a day. You know, start that. Then just ramp that up a little bit. Get that going. Then you might throw something else in there. Okay, instead of my snacks, I'm gonna replace it with this.
Mm-hmm.
Then you just habit stack it. You know, you getting this habit going, putting it with another habit. Before you know it, it's revolving all around you, and you'll notice the difference.
I did it for my 4.5 days. Then when I got hungry, bro.
you know what? Another big misconception people think, like when your body tell you you're hungry, they think it mean. And I think I might have explained to you, but
yeah,
they think it mean like stuff your stomach full of food.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but that ain't really what your body telling you. It's saying give me nutrients. You know, so now if you get into like the juices you talking about, you got to think about it. So many vegetables and fruits packed in that one small juice. You know, so you give me your body the nutrients it need. And if you eat clean, like I think like past 5 days, you'll even notice you won't need as much to satisfy your body.
Yeah,
because you filled it up with a lot of like nutrients and vitamins that you need. You know, so you get you a little bit, your body say, okay, I'm good, I'm content. You roll on. You know.
What about when it comes to like the protein and stuff?
It's the biggest one, right? Everybody always asks about that. So,
need chicken for that.
Look, do your research. But what's some of the biggest animals you know?
The biggest animals?
Yeah,
like what we eat, like
just period on earth.
Stuff?
Them too.
The biggest animals.
Cow, what they eat?
Little grass or something.
When you eat the meat from them, you get the secondary source of the protein. They getting the first source. You can get enough from your plants and stuff you eat.
Protein.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna tell you something too. See, you got me on this,
and
then I was trying to eat like this. I would argue with my brother Zay, man. We always getting into it.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I don't eat clean, man. You know, he talking junk to me about the cabbage, man. Talking about what he said, man. That rabbit food you eating and stuff.
Man, we got to stop that, man.
Yo, man. So he kind of threw me out with that one.
And then once you get into it and you really start going down a rabbit hole, like that's a popular thing, like plant-based plant-based meals. You know what I mean? Trying to figure out a way to put more protein in your diet. That's always a question. Where I'm getting protein from? We got stuff like chickpeas, high in protein. Stuff like Greek yogurt, high in protein. Hemp seeds, they can give you, source of protein. So you can get it. You can make up for it. And then you got your plant-based protein powders.
Mm.
You know, you can make up for it. Definitely can.
Sure.
Anybody interested? I ain't gonna act like I'm a professional at everything, but look up the guy Dr. Bobby Price.
Dr. Bobby Price?
Yep, on YouTube. Yep.
I'm glad you Zay, you heard it. We got to argue no more. I couldn't explain. he had me in the choke. I couldn't explain, man. I'm glad you just explained
it. Man, look at the elephant. What they eating? They eating grass, man. Gorillas.
Yeah.
But God gave it to us how He meant for us to do it. And once you experience the feeling, I ain't got to say nothing else to you.
I'm going to get that, man.
You become more flexible. All that information in your joints, all that stuff. And that's another thing. Once you felt that difference, man, you go back and eat some of the standard American diet. Mm-hmm. You'll feel your joints and stuff just swelling up automatically. Dairy, I cut a lot of dairy out. Again, taking it in steps. That's another thing my wife talked about. We're gonna try to cut out cheese next. Maybe go vegan cheese, but yeah, man.
I tell you what, gonna get me all the way. Though, it depends on how the race come out. You beat me, man. I'm vegan, man.
I ran the 4.3 when I was 193. I'm like 180 right now, so it's gonna be even worse.
Man, what?
I'm lighter, with the same engine, if not better.
I'm saying I had about a 4.3 engine too now.
All right.
I just ain't use my leg that fast for a little minute.
Here we go.
I ain't had ain't no excuses. I'm ready. Like I said, if you beat me there, we gonna keep finding something.
How far we running?
Who?
How far we running? 40 yards?
What? 20?
Oh, I ain't feel guilty about 40 yards. I need a little longer than that.
Oh yeah. Oh, you threw then. You threw then, man. But yeah, man. Anything you want to touch on, man?
We talk about the youth day we're gonna have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Tell about that.
Yeah. So again, man, just getting with Chad, man, on the group. I said, man, let's take him out to the property one day, and so we're gonna do it March 23rd. Mm-hmm. And man, look, we always looking for donations, man, to get it done. Mainly be around the food that they need, and heck, maybe get some fishing rods or something. Donate it. March 23rd.
March 23rd.
Yeah. Now I will say, for that date, with his group, and we got another group coming from Rennes, that may be about as big as the number we're gonna have. Mm-hmm. Get them enough interest, you can do another. We ain't nothing to do another weekend, and I'm sure people love to donate toward it. In that way. And that idea actually came up, man. I had did a dad and me retreat 2 years ago. A couple of dads and brought our sons out. And one of the dad and the son, man, it was the first time they were fishing, man. Never had put together a pole or nothing. Man, they fished all weekend. They was out here. First time I introduced them to them. And they've been fishermen ever since. Mm-hmm. They love it, man. So every time I see them, they talking about, man, and again, planting seeds, man.
Yeah.
And it was just a good feeling to know you had a part in that. And I think it's good for kids, man, to have exposure to different stuff.
Yeah.
They get bored, they can go to this instead of the wrong way.
I think they might gravitate to stuff like this. You never know till you do it.
That's it. It's about exposure. And even with the day we're gonna have, my neighbor back there, he got an airstrip. Trying to make sure we'll hopefully get some pilots to come in. That's something else,
Like some airplane, they gonna fly them.
Yeah, they say they'll take them up in some flights, But shoot, what if a kid, just never been around it? It might just spark their mind.
So yeah, I want to do that.
Get into aviation, so stuff like that, and trying to get some different speakers to come through. So if you want to be a speaker, man, just different careers that you're in to expose the young men to. And there's be some ladies too from Rennes, I will say that.
Okay.
That's what they need. If you don't know what's out there, you don't, you'll never try to pursue it. So.
Okay, man, that body you want to touch on, man.
That's it, man. If you do, I guess if you do want to make some donations, make sure you get with Chad. Everybody know where he at the car wash. So,
yeah.
I'm gonna put it on him. Get it to him. But yeah, man, looking forward to be a great day, man. Yep.
Yeah, so March 23rd, man, but before March 23rd, man, y'all help out, man. Get with Chad.
Yep.
Donate, man. It don't take a lot, man.
Look,
to help.
Hey, man, donate so much. Because we were talking about it off camera. You probably didn't want to mention it, but that's probably about to get ready to sell this property.
Okay.
Donate so much, man, so Chad can buy this to use for his mentoring. That'll be dope. Yeah, I ain't even thought about that until we were talking about it earlier,
yeah, because I don't want it, but listen here, boy. It ain't going to take me but about 2 times out here. I see all these, it's on action too, man.
They been jumping, man. Waiting on you.
I'm going to be back tomorrow.
Got the gun range in the back. I don't know if you shoot, but,
Yeah, man. Hey, I do everything that you can do in the country, man.
I got you.
I'm a country guy.
I got you.
But yeah, man, if that's it, man. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
I'm honored to be sitting right here, man, with you, man.
Hey, I'm glad to be one of the first, man. So when you blow up, man.
For sure. Yeah.
I say I've been on, man.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure.
Good luck going forward, bro. Just stay at it. It'll pop when it need to.
For sure, man. I end everything with a scripture.
Yep.
Again, they be on me for I say scripture. You feel me?
Who be on you, man?
Everybody. Man. They be, my word. But
we all grew up together, man.
Yeah, man. I don't be tripping, man. But I be coming from Psalms 106-4. And it just says, remember me, Lord, when you show favor to your people, come to my aid when you save them. So
Dope.
Man.
Favor again, right?
Yeah, favor, man. And I hope God, man, keep your hand on you, keep favoring you and everything you touch, man, and take you to the heights still.
Likewise, man. Likewise.
Show, man. Hey, TizzleTalkTV, come talk with me, man. Hey, say, ain't no day like another day. Come in, it's your boy, Tizzle. Talk to me.